Yo, what is up boys, and welcome back to yet another video on Raw. After waiting over 3 weeks, we finally have our second official piece of gameplay from the Raw developers. This one is purely showing the character movement as they described it. It says, no, this is not that gameplay. This is footage that was captured while we were testing our character controller mechanics. It is that thing that allows you to walk, run, crouch, jump in any desirable direction while you hitting WASD. So we do still plan on releasing the interactions gameplay video one day before the Indiegogo goes live, but this one is purely just showing them running around in an asset which is, let's be real, more than likely bought. There is some speculation that even the character animations are bought. As a whole, I don't think they look incredibly amazing. They don't look terrible. I have seen some freeze frames where the character looks like his foot's about to snap in half. It just honestly is really underwhelming after waiting 3 weeks for this piece of gameplay. You'd think after 2.5 years, if they're really trying to win over a heart and get all that money, they'd have something a bit more impressive to show, considering how many of the assets were bought. Even if all the assets were made by hand, I'd still say with the current stuff they have shown, it's just not that impressive. I'm sure if you guys go back and watch the trailer, you can agree that there's clearly some level of talent in terms of animation in the team with Arta, the guy who makes the trailers, I'm guessing doing all that kind of stuff. But the character in this video just looks wonky, for lack of a better word, with the character kind of running sideways and stuff like that at certain points in the video. In fact, early on right here, running sideways, I did try running myself at one point. One second, let me try. It's been a while, but that's just not how someone runs. I did want to go ahead and give you guys a bit of a rundown of how we have got to where we are today with our second official gameplay video. I do have some other exclusive thoughts and feelings, and also an exclusive piece of Raw gameplay you'll see in a bit. But just to confirm, we started back on June 24th of 2019, of course. This is when they first released their gameplay video showing off the vehicles, which turned out were a bunch of bought assets with bought vehicle controllers. And as far as we can tell, none of it was original. They could have proved out maybe the truck was original because people couldn't find where to buy that online, but they never did. Just showing a 3D model of that would be cool. But this definitely is bought. We already know that. And also the way it drives, etc. is also bought. So not really too much effort being put into there. But yeah, this was the first video 3 weeks ago. After that, we had the announcement on the 4th of June, July even, where they said that the video is still under construction for the interactions video, and it's going to be coming before the end of the week. We can't guarantee it though. Fair enough. Next one was on July 7th, where they said that it's not coming out, but it's 100% going to come out before the Kickstarter ends, which by the way was going to be July 15th. Next one right here, it says after the Kickstarter obviously was cancelled. If you guys didn't see my video about that, it was cancelled. They're going to be moving their funding to Indiegogo. They said right here that they need 2 more days on July 15th to release this interactions gameplay video. And then finally, oh wait, no, actually there's one more. I forgot about this one right here. They also said that what they said right here, that it's going to take them 2 more days, was a rumor. And then they added in an edit saying it wasn't a rumor. We literally said it. What could the development team says we're going to do something, and then one day later says that it was a rumor? No, it wasn't a rumor. You definitely said that. But whatever, we've only lied 4 times. It's not a big deal. Finally, July 18th, we did get the dev blog from Arta Harkadarkadark with the controller video, which we just seen right there, and also a picture of the logic charts. I'm not really sure exactly what you call them. I'm not a developer. Please don't hate me. For, I guess, the character movement, for animation blending and stuff. It's also low resolution, so we can't really see it too well, unfortunately. But this is Arta Harkadarkadark, which is the programmer for the team's second post. I don't know if you guys seen this already, but they did show these as well, showing the height map for the map, the actual look of the map, which clearly did take a decent amount of time, but still, my personal theory is there's no game there, okay? That's my theory, and we do have some evidence. Most people are looking at this video, but this video made by a compadre of mine, Sam Ritchie. You guys can take your own, takings from this, or you can take whatever you want from it. You could say the animations look different if you want. They definitely could be synced up a bit better, but there's a decent chance that these, character movement assets were in fact purchased. It's very easy to do. It's very cheap to do. Even if it was purchased, it could have been modified in some way. And ultimately, after a month of the Kickstarter launched 1 month ago, over one month ago now, if the 2 gameplay videos are both things which required very, very little effort, and the trailer was this fucking magnificent, just go back and look at it, man, this magnificent masterpiece, you gotta start wondering, is there a game? That's my hot take. Some people will think it's a hot take, but my question to all of the lovers of Raw out there who hate Sai saying, fuck that guy, My question to you is, what game do you actually think that there is there right now? In terms of like, if you were to assume gameplay mechanics, which is a bit of a weird question to even ask, what game is there right now? What can you do in the game? Because if you say anything more than running in circles and driving cars in the middle of a desert, I've got to wonder, if that's the case, why have they not shown us that already? The gameplay video, which we're going to be releasing with Indiegogo, like I already said, is going to be the one showing off the basic interactions with the world. As you can see right here, they did say that, things like dropping up, picking up items, interactions with vehicles and inventory, setting up items on the train, and so on. Those just are still really, really basic game mechanics. And I've just got to reiterate, although I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, they plan on adding so much more to this game than, walking in circles, cars, and dropping up and picking up items. So looking to make, like electricity systems where you're able to build your own cities. That as a whole is a really complicated mechanic with so many things to exploit it with. You could, what's stopping you from building a house on top of someone, for example? How does that work? Is it bit by bit, or is it just you place it down and it's instantly put down? An advanced metabolism system where you're going to have working organs which will affect one another. Really, really complicated systems all coming together. We've been able to break into people's houses, having like literally everything they're going to say you can do. Like if you can do an IRL, you can do it in this game. Prison system right here. We've got underwater. Underwater world is going to be implemented a bit later. Is it? Like, it's just so much stuff. So much stuff. And then the only thing that you can show is running in circles and it looking kind of mediocre. This is another video which some people have compared it to, saying that this is the same. I'd say that this one's a bit further away from the one that I was linked by Mr. Sam Ritchie, just because this one just looks closer. This one right here, when the character jumps later on, it doesn't line up too well to what we've seen in the gameplay video. But it is a pretty decent assumption that, you can see right there, it's just instantly animated. It's a pretty decent assumption that, these were bought assets. Which again, it's fine to use bought assets. But the thing that I think most people can agree on is if you're going to use bought assets, so you can see the jump right there, make a game out of it. If you bring a bunch of assets together, and you make a really fun, innovative game out of it, who cares? No one cares. But I still believe that there isn't a game there just because we haven't seen anything. And there's been so many really, really weird things that the devs have done, like delaying this video 4 times is not a good look. Not initially disclosing that all of the assets were bought, or most of the assets were bought, not a good look. The communication has been diabolical, not a good look. The dev blog from Alex, Alex, who's Alex? Oh, no, this is Arthur and this is Alex. This is a programmer, and this is the trailer guy. Sorry, I mixed those two up. But Alex hasn't posted anything. He's the programmer, and so far, we really just don't have anything to see in terms of programming. Like, literally. Like, all it is, as far as we can see from an outsider looking in, without proof, although I'm willing to be proven wrong, is a bunch of things that were bought and maybe tweaked a bit and called it a day. And with some assets, they've moved things around. Like, I'm sure this asset has been moved around a decent amount from when they originally bought it. I did find this asset online, which is kind of comparable to it, but you could say that's different. It's got a different floor, but you will see some similarities with it if I go ahead and show you a specific screenshot. I forget which one it is, but you can see things like, this floor being zoned off like this, the way the yellow metal goes up and then down and then up on each side. Maybe that's just what a generic warehouse looks like. I don't really know. I don't go outside. But you can see the similarities right here. Also the numbering on the on these right here, you can see this looks very similar, right? Or maybe you can say it doesn't. It's up to you. But you can see the numbering right there. It doesn't have the these things right here in it. So I don't know, but we can assume that it's probably a bunch of bought assets. If they had, like, some impressive assets to show and they just took a picture of it and like, this is an asset we've made from scratch, it's fully animated and it works, whether it's a vehicle, a weapon, even something that isn't interactable in the world, I would be impressed. Also, in case you guys are wondering about, Lewis, you copied Big Fry's video. I was streaming while this video came out, so that's why it might seem similar to Big Fry's video. I share most of the mostly similar thoughts to him anyway, so it's not really too innovative. I did watch his video though after my stream, but things like this thing right here, it's steering around no problem, right? Literally, if a guy got inside the vehicle in this video and started skirting around and picking up objects, we would be like, holy shit. But I feel like the trailer and everything they've gave so far is really just like buying into the gullible, You tell someone you're going to do something and someone's going to fucking believe you, especially if it's not super outlandish, although it kind of is, unless you have no idea how games are made. But yeah, that would be impressive, but it's just like, those aren't things that are there. You know, even in this video, they're showing like a working factory system where, yeah, you can see right there, where the thing is going along the escalator belt, the boxes, like some really cool shit. But they can't show any of this stuff that's in the trailer in a gameplay video right now, I'm sure, because it just doesn't exist. It's not a gameplay mechanic which actually works. Like, that's just the ultimate reality. And then looking at things before, such as you'll see the weapons rack right here. A good friend of mine, Mr. Austin Bean, made a very, very humorous video that some people actually thought was real raw gameplay, and I wanted to show you guys this one because it's so fucking funny. Shout out to Austin, check out his Twitch channel, link in the description. I'm just gonna leave it unedited and let you guys watch this. It's a world exclusive first look at raw gameplay, at least some people believed it was. But just to give you the quick rundown before I show you that, obviously the weapons rack that we just seen is very similar to this weapons rack on the wall right over here. You can see it right here. You can't see it too well, but you see what I'm saying, right? That's very similar, okay? I've shown a better comparison picture. And then also you'll see in a few seconds here, you'll see the shooting range where he goes, blah, 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 which that entire thing you'll see in this video. So Austin made like 1/10 of what Raw currently is. Originally in their first gameplay video, they were planning on showing player interactions, gun gameplay, and I can't remember what the third one was. I think, yeah, more vehicle gameplay, gunplay, and also the player interactions. So after Austin's made this video, I don't know what they're gonna do in terms of making a gunplay video, because the only gunplay video they could possibly make has now been made by Austin. And I feel like a lot of you guys will be not so much in a loop because you guys aren't losers like me about exactly what these, which of these assets are and aren't bought. But I don't know. Go back and watch my old videos. Just search raw scam or whatever, and you'll find it. It's crazy how many of these are bought and how little gameplay there is here. It just feels like I'm looking at like an elaborate scam, not a game. I don't see a game. Nope. So I was struggling to find the weapons gameplay right here, but you can see right here that they go. In fact, let's unmute and see if we can hear some audio.
And improve your skills.
Yeah, so you can see right there, that's the exact same scene that Austin is looking at right here at the start of the video. I'm not sure if it's the same weapon, but it's this weapons pack that I bought, or that Killerwhale bought. Anyway, let's go and watch this video, and I'll be back with you in a second once we've seen this one. It's pretty comical, and I'm sure most of you guys will be impressed.
Hello, everyone.
Shut the fuck up. Be more impressed with this than you have been with the rest of the videos. And with that said, it's just as bad as the rest of the videos. It's literally just an asset they bought, or it's just an asset Austin bought. So, yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Austin, and I'm here from Killerwhale Games. Here we are today, showing you 6 minutes of unedited, raw gameplay. Raw because it's the game raw, and raw because it's unedited. Now, right now you can see me, I'm in the shooting level below the police station. I'm just shooting some targets, showing you off some of the cool guns that we have. And while this has been playing in the background, I kind of want to just like get into something with you guys. Now, recently people have been calling this game a scam. That is untrue. This game is not a scam. Yes, we've bought every asset that you have seen, but it is not a scam. And I'm going to tell you why it's not a scam. It's because we're saying it's not a scam, okay? The game's not a scam. Just one sec, let me take a sip of water. I feel like I'm being grilled here, fuck. Yeah, so basically we just want to make an epic game with fucking everything in it, and you know, like just everything. We want to make it real life. We want you to be able to do everything, you know? It's a cool idea, and I don't know why we're bitten shit up by like fucking every kid under the sun in our Discord, and we're really not liking it. Our mods are fucking adding everyone and saying stupid shit. That's not our fault. We didn't tell them to do it. They're just mods. They're unpaid internet janitors, okay? Leave us out of it. We're just trying to develop a game, and they're fucking adding everyone, okay? Fucking, they might be underage. They might be literally 6 years old and fucking have a shit mic and be making these YouTube videos and making all these claims about our game. But we just want to set the record straight, okay? Our game is not a scam. Even though it may seem like a scam, it is not a scam, because you can see the gameplay right here. It's fucking epic. Look at me. We did buy this asset, yes. We haven't edited this asset, yes. But the gameplay speaks for itself. It looks fucking awesome, doesn't it? we paid a lot of money for this asset. It was only like 75 euros and you guys were going to give us 200k. Like, it was really expensive, okay? We probably spent maybe like 1,000 in assets and you guys gave us 200k. We were going to do so much with that money. Like, fucking Arthur over there, he's got a down payment on a Lambo and now they're calling him up every day wondering what we're going to be doing. So, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're doing. We're a bit scared right now. Fucking, the FTC has been knocking on someone's doors, but doesn't matter. We're not in the US. Yoink. Our money now. Sorry. I got a little bit heated. Let me take another sip of water. All I want to do is reassure you guys that this is the best gameplay you will ever see on any game ever. We're 2 developers. One developer that actually seems to know what he's doing, and the other guy just makes trailers, okay? I've just recently joined the team. I've never spoken to the developers. I'll let you in on that secret now. I've never spoken to them. But from what I've heard, they are really great guys and they love Raw. And they love the idea of Raw. And I'll back that until the day I die, you know. It looks epic. Look at those scopes that I've got in my gun. It's like a 33 round mag. Epic. Epic. You can only find that in Raw. Unless you buy the asset for yourself, which a few people have done, and they've tried to call us out as scammers. But all I can say is we'd be spending so much money on getting assets ourselves. Why not use some shitty fucking assets from the asset store, bait some money out, and then try and create a game like Identity did, and then have that turn into a shit store? You know, it could be epic. It could be epic. And if you want to fucking join in on the epicness, we're going to be starting an Indiegogo soon enough. We're just reading the terms of service this time. We're going to make sure that we can actually do this. We want to know, will we get our money, basically? Because we don't want to get fucked again, like fucking shit kicker or whatever. Shit starter, I think Arthur called it, which was a fucking fantastic idea, by the way. Round of applause for Arthur for saying that publicly on Kickstarter. What a fucking dumbass. I mean, sorry, let me take another sip of water. I'm getting a little bit heated again. Look, all I want to do is say, Raw's going to be a great game. Great game. Don't listen to people like Cinda shit or Big Shit. They don't know what they're talking about. They're calling us out for nothing when they haven't even seen anything. We haven't even shown you guys anything and they're fucking complaining. Now you've got this epic video to look at. Oh shit, that was my desktop. Oh my god, fuck. Ignore that for a second, okay? That you don't need to look at that, okay? Just look at the car. Look at the car going around. Look at the car. It's not first person because we were trying to get some epic like following moments. Ignore that there's no person in the car. That's a feature at the moment where you're able to duck down while driving in case you're getting shot at. I think that's a pretty epic feature. So basically, to round up, we've got an epic game. We're moving over to a new website to get some funding. The Discords, it's a bit chaotic, but our mods are on it. It's the summer and they're all 12, so they've got nothing better to do with their lives other than moderate and add everyone. So just join the Discord, it'll be down in the description. And this isn't a scam. I just hope that today I was able to reassure you of that. So we'll be uploading 7 videos in the next 7 days, okay? Just leave us alone, okay? We're going to post some screenshots of fucking nothing. Alright, bye.
So just to give you guys an update with exactly what's going on with this game, we do plan on releasing the Indiegogo in the upcoming days, I guess. We don't know exactly when they're going to be releasing it, but they are going to be releasing the Interactions gameplay video 1 day before the Indiegogo releases. I just really don't expect the Indiegogo campaign to have anywhere near as much fuel rocket as the Kickstarter one did have, because of all of these controversies and the fact that the gameplay which have really been pressured to releasing now, is very, very lackluster. There just isn't really much there in terms of substance. And the sad thing is, to be honest, also, why is there no shadows in this video? Like, just look at it really hard. There's like no shadows. Like, I just don't know why they even made this live. It looks terrible. It looks really bad. Like, I don't know if that's some kind of amateur mistake or what, but it just doesn't look good. But if we go ahead and scroll down, the sad thing is some people have really said really positive things about this. Great job. Let's get to the final game. Well, we have a warehouse and character models with movements, so not a scam? I don't know if that guy's joking or not, but that doesn't really mean that it's not a scam. Some of these comments might have been highlighted by Big Fry as well. It's just the more interesting ones. I did see you had a section where you talked about the comments in the video as well. But yeah, no, it really doesn't mean it's not a scam. Like, obviously, Austin made that video you just seen, and that was really, really... I mean, there was no effort put into it at all. I don't know exactly how to do it with Unity, but, you know, once you're in, you just fuck around with it, and boom, you're good to go. You integrate with some kind of game, and you've got a weapon system for a game, and that's the exact weapon system which we're going to be using. I would find it very interesting if people pressured Killerwhale Games to release a gameplay video of the weapons, and you would see that it's fine that we haven't made any weapons, but it would be exactly the same weapons that you've seen in Austin's video, which is very comical, by the way, very funny. And the fact that people fell for that it's absolute insanity, absolute insanity. To my understanding, the office supply business will be booming once I hop on Raw. Love the video, Killerwhale. Can't wait to see your game become a success. I wouldn't expect it to be anywhere near perfect anytime soon. I just want to be started. I don't really know what you're talking about, but okay. We've got a nice right here from Jiren. When does the game release? People just really excited for awesome guys. I'm so excited for this. Identity 2.0. He's big brain. You got a big brain. Running can do some work, but take all my money? Like, really? Is this guy joking? Shut up and take my money? Like, looks dope. I looked at this and I don't know, maybe I'm just like a hater or something, but I just didn't think it looked dope. Like, it doesn't look that good. It looks like a pretty wonky, as I said in the comments. It looks a bit wonky. It looks like a wonky walking or running animation. And, you know, the first person and third person's nice. You can see your legs, your arms. That's pretty cool how it's, you know, not like your character's not drawn when you're first person. It's just like your first person character is just a camera, and it's really nicely done. I feel like that's probably, you know, been... it's took a decent amount of effort, but overall it just looks really, really wonky and just really mediocre. I don't know how people after 3 weeks of being hyped up on this brand new video can think this looks good. I think that's the hard thing with Kickstarters is people from this trailer probably think of the game's a lot further along than it really is. If you don't know video game development too well, it looks like shit, dude. All these assets are just there and ready to be used, and there's all these animations and all these vehicles and, you know, boats and fucking planes and helicopters and all these items and backpacks and clothing options, you know? There's everything there. It just looks like, oh, we just need to go give them $35 or whatever the fuck it is, and we'll be good to go, and we'll have a fucking game. But no. They don't understand that, you know, there's a difference between making an epic cinematic on Unity. Again, this is a very well put together cinematic trailer by Arta. But does this translate at all into any kind of gameplay? No. Okay? No. If they had good gameplay to show, they would show it. And this is what they've done after 2.5 years of full-time development with hardly any days off. I really cannot stop fucking saying it. If you've got an opinion which is dramatically different to mine, although I feel like if you did, you probably wouldn't be watching at this point, I'd love to talk to you. DM me on Discord. Join my Discord, discord.gg/sci. And I'd love to talk to you, because I don't know what your justification is for this shit. There isn't one. Your justification is shit. It's all just a bunch of bought assets with very, very little effort put into it, except for trailer. That was really good. That was really good. We love the trailer. We love Killerwhale. I wish this game would become a reality, but if it looks like a bullshit scam, I'm going to call it out as a bullshit scam. This game, in my opinion, is 90% a bullshit scam. You can't do all of these systems on multiplayer in a big open world, especially when you can't even make your character not look like he's running sideways, and especially when after a month of trying to show us these gameplay videos, which, just as a reminder again, they said, oh yeah, we're going to be showing videos throughout the next 22 days. And they're showing us fuck all. No, not happening. And good luck getting that 200,000 again on Indiegogo, Killerwhale. It's not happening. You ain't getting my money after that dog shit video right here. It looks kind of shit, to be honest. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know your thoughts and feelings towards this gameplay video in the comment section below. Maybe this is impressive. If you can like really break down why exactly it's impressive, maybe I can understand where you're coming from. But to me, it just looks like a bought asset in a bought asset building. Even if you open up a door, just open up a door, interacting with the world in any shape, way, or form, even if it was rigged and scripted, just like the trailer, I would be like, cool, cool. But like the videos, the gameplay videos so far, looks like they've been like, just like no effort put into them. Like none. Which is the weird thing. If we had 3 weeks for something which was epic, scripted even, and like really decent looking, I'd be like, ah, fair enough. But these you know, this is after 3 weeks since the vehicle video. So you tell me that you couldn't run around like this 3 weeks ago? And you just made this? Is that why you're showing us now? Because if not, I don't know why you held off. Because this looks shit. Maybe that's why. But yeah, we will see the character interaction video very, very soon. And we will have the Indiegogo launch soon. I'll be continuing to keep you guys up to date with this game because it does, of course, interest me as someone who does play roleplay games. If a game like this could exist even more in a more simplistic form with not as many detailed gameplay mechanics, I would love it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would love it too. You don't need to do everything to make a good roleplay game. You just need to surpass the competition, which is Arma Free Life and GTA. And when you really boil down exactly what those games are all about, they are pretty simple. You've got 2 roles, you've got Civ, or 3 roles, Civ, Cop, and Medic. What those roles can do exactly are very, very rudimentary. You know, if a cop can restrain someone, they can put them in jail. The medic can revive someone, they can roleplay giving them, you know, medical assistance. Although I'm sure the Kickstarter trailer probably says it's got like the most complicated medical system ever made in any game ever. It's really simple when you think about it. It's not like you can do all these really complicated jobs. You can't own a business. You can't have a working factory. You can't put raw materials in that factory. You can't transport vehicles around a map on one of those big trucks you would have seen in the trailer. You can't use a forklift to pick up shit and put it down. You really don't have that interesting of a prison with prison wardens. We did see how in the FAQ today you will be able to get prison wardens, and they're going to be able to make the job. We want to make every job interesting, they said. You can see right here. It would say you'll become a warden in prison and work to maintain order there. However, we do understand that such a professions as warden might not be that interesting in general. So we're planning to make each profession in the game not just available to play, but also interesting in long terms. So that's even more of an ask. Not only are you trying to make these roles existent, but you're also trying to make them interesting in the long term. No, it's a scam. Anyway, as always, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't really have too much else to say. I'm sure I could rant all day about Raw and my thoughts and feelings towards it. Is it a bought asset? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below as well. There's a decent chance, it might not be. It might be made from the ground up. Ultimately, someone running looks like someone running. Someone crouching looks like someone crouching. It might not be a bought asset, but even if it isn't, I don't believe that it is the most incredible player movement I've ever seen. And ultimately, even after the next video where they show the basics of picking up and dropping items, I still see them as being miles and miles away from making an actual roleplay game, and it is ultimately an untested multiplayer game. We have no way of telling how this performs on multiplayer with 200 players in a 400 square kilometer map. My personal bet, much like Identity, is it's going to be very buggy, it's going to be very desyncy, and it's simply just not going to be able to hold the players, even in its rudimentary, very basic gameplay forms. Even if you do eventually add these more complicated gameplay mechanics, well, that's going to make it even worse in terms of desync. See, it looks nice here. The way that everyone walks and shit looks nice, and then it's just like, what the fuck is that? And if I start watching, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll make another one next time. Raw does something interesting, which might be a while at their current record of really fucking slow. Have a good day. Peace out.